Hello, welcome to Talking Politics with Peter Beimers. I am Peter Beimers. If you like this sort of thing, like and subscribe, and click the bell for notifications, and feel free to share as well. Well, we finally come to part 3 on talking pro-life. Instead of talking about abortion, which we did in the first 2 parts, we're going to talk about the other spectrum of life on those who are already born, and that is the end of life. Talking about MAID, medical assistance in dying. The first thing that anybody has to wrap their minds around in trying to get around this concept of medically assisting people in dying is that the doctors have to ignore the Hippocratic oath that they take, specifically do no harm. To help a patient die, to kill them seems to me to be doing great harm. Health Canada's own stats talk about says that MAID ranks as the 6th leading cause of death in the country in 2022. And a staggering 13,241 Canadians died via lethal injection that year, which was up 31.2% from 2021, despite many of them not being terminally ill. Now in Canada, in Ontario, there are some specific requirements and criteria outlined that need to be met, such as a person needs to be 18 or older, capable of making healthcare decisions, and have a grievous or irremediable medical condition, and to make a voluntary request for MAID. Now, Mark Carney's government had also discussed about including autistic children, those who are severely autistic, including them into that. Now, they certainly do not meet the requirement of being capable of making medical decisions, that requirement. Now, they haven't accepted it, but they're certainly discussing it. And they haven't excluded it as such. And leftists and liberals are working hard to normalize MAID. They're targeting children. They're targeting them with specifically with an activity book, which was written and copywritten by the Canadian Virtual Hospice Society. And I'm not going to give you their website because this normalizes something that is gross and disgusting. And with abortion and MAID, Canada is becoming a country that is embracing the selective killing of individuals rather than a culture of life or sustaining life. This is a culture that is dangerously close to Nazi Germany. If you've read any of the history books, it is plain to see that currently our country is gradually aligning themselves historically with Nazi Germany. And if something is not done to stop this horror, this is exactly where Canada will be. How much better it is, I believe, to invest our tax dollars into sustaining life and to life-affirming care, life and end-of-life affirming care. For example, we have right here in Oxford County Secure House, which aids the family in dealing with end-of-life situations, and they do a fantastic job rather than the death rooms of MAID. One of the exclusions of MAID currently is those who are suffering with mental illness, with depression. And then this is looking to be removed repealed in 2027. How sad that somebody who believes that they're depressed, that there's no way out, that they can give and be given the option of killing themselves rather than seeking the professional help they need to get out of the doldrums of depression, which is terribly sad, but I don't think, and nor do I believe, that death should be offered to them as an alternative. Listen to the warning from Isaiah 5:20-23. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet for bitter. Woe to those who are wise in their own eyes, shrewd in their own sight. Woe to those who are heroes at drinking wine, and valiant men in mixing strong drink, who acquit the guilty for a bribe and deprive the innocent of his right. And who's more innocent than a child not yet born, depriving them the right to breathe fresh air? Woe to those who call evil, that is, MAID, good, and call good evil. That is, helping those who have end-of-life issues, helping those with depression. People, let us embrace and support life, whatever stage it's at, rather than embracing the death culture of Nazi Germany, normalizing it as part of Canadian culture. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded, and feel free to share as well. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Beimers, and we'll see you next time.